Good morning, guys. Get ready with me to go to an interview. So, I said in my last video that I was gonna do a get ready with me, and I wasn't planning on doing it so soon, but here we are, getting ready with me to go to an interview for a job. It's a bar restaurant. Since it's in the city, it's a lot more high pace compared to the jobs that I've worked. So to say that I'm nervous is an understatement. I handed in about 9 resumes around the city, and there was the most comfortable. Their manager came up to me and actually talked to me and wanted to get to know what I was there for. So I was there yesterday, and he asked me to come in for an interview today. That makes me feel so much more secure because I would like to be stable and feel like I actually have a setup for myself. The one thing I'm very upset about is this right there. Anytime I have anything important going on, my body breaks out and is like, hey, I'm gonna make you look like an abomination. I've been thinking about this recently, and I don't really know, but I thought that I was gonna give it a try. My skin, ever since I started doing skincare when it was kind of breaking out, has broken out even more. And I've switched a bunch of skincare, I've done a bunch of different things, and it still seems to be a problem. And what I've realized is maybe I'm using too much product. Basically, what I've been doing, starting yesterday, okay, I don't know if this is scientifically true, but all the bacteria that is settled on your face is when you've gone throughout your day and touched your face a bunch and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I can wash my face with cleanser in the shower, and then in the mornings, I'm just gonna wash my face with water, because I don't know if it's just me, but all of my friends who have crystal clear skin, they literally just splash their face with water and go about their day. It might just be a genetic thing, but I don't know. And I'm gonna be using my grapeseed oil because my skin is always dry. So I do need something for that. So I'll update you guys on my next video how my skin's doing. Okay, enough of rambling about my skin. Let me update you on what is going on in my life. So I'm starting business and entrepreneur for a year just to get a certificate at a college. The living situation I had set up, which is the reason why I confirmed going to school, because it was a great setup. She decided that she was retiring and that she was going to move away, so I couldn't rent out the basement in her house. And that was 2 days after I had it confirmed that I was in my program. So then I realized that my cousin, who lives in this city, has a house. Her parents own it, but she obviously rents it for a good amount because it's a 3-floor little, I think it's called a duplex when it's next to another house. And she has a basement that she's rented out to people before, but no one was renting it out at the moment. But I thought, I might as well shoot a text at her and just ask and see, because I don't want to be a single young lady living in a sketchy apartment alone. She gave me the rundown of what it would be like, the cost and stuff, and it was the whole basement floor, a walkout patio, a fireplace, and my own bathroom. Sold. So me and my dad went, like I said yesterday, to go check out the place in person because I hadn't been there before. I could be moving a lot sooner than I expected. Is that exciting for me? Yeah. It's also kind of terrifying. Absolutely. I don't actually know if I'm 100% prepared yet. And I feel like that's a normal thing. I feel like nobody is actually 100% prepared for their first time moving out of their house and leaving the nest. I'm just going to be go, 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 which I honestly prefer. I'm going to be moving, working full-time for 3 months until my program starts in January, doing school and then part-time work afterwards. I'll be able to meet people at school, meet people at work, and then hopefully, I don't know about this because it kind of scares me to go alone, go to a church event or a young adults group somewhere. My social anxiety, which I thought I had gotten over, but now it's starting to kick up again, is gonna go crazy in the city by myself. The thing is though, if not now, when? If I didn't decide to go to school now, if I didn't decide to move out now, if I didn't have the connections I did now, when? If you asked me a year ago if this is where I thought I was gonna be, I would answer no. Really? Would it be my dream? Yeah. And it's kind of interesting that I'm living my dream, but it's also a little terrifying because I didn't think it was gonna happen until I was 20, right? You know how sometimes makeup can make a pimple worse? Do I put this on here? Oh wow. Ew. I know that I'll be fine. I'll settle in, I'll make friends. Every time I go to do something, I overthink and I scare myself because I'm I'm never gonna find people, I'm never gonna settle in, I'm gonna be an outcast, I'm gonna be weird. What am I worried about? Because every time it always works out, and I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because the Lord is watching over me and he always has a plan. All I gotta do is trust that plan, but it still stresses me out. That doesn't take the stress away, it just takes, honestly, the worry of the outcome away, I guess. I'm going there to get an education and to get money and to live on my own for the first time. men and relationships can distract you and ruin your plans. I've had it firsthand 2 times. The first time was my ex, which I'm still getting over, and the second time was this guy. I don't even have words, but let's just say that I've decided in this chapter of my life, a man is a distraction, and it's not bad to be skeptical of men. Like, I used to think, oh, it's rude of me to go into a situation thinking that they're going to hurt me when they're not, but a lot of guys have bad intentions. I found that out the hard way. This is a quote that I seen somewhere, and I use it every day. Their potential is just what you would do if you were in their situation. After I broke up with my ex, I heard that and I sat there and I was like, yeah. You know, he would say all these things and he would promise all these things, and I would stay there because I was like, yeah, like he'll pull through one day, but that's just because if I was him, I would have pulled through. I've also been proven from the second guy that I talked to after him. We never officially were a couple, but we went on a couple dates, and you know, that if he wanted to, he would. With him, he wanted to, and he did, with a lot of stuff. And it just came to a point where he just didn't care, and he didn't want to try. And that happens a lot. I was very trusting in both situations because the guy I talked to after my ex was a complete opposite. He was everything my ex was not. And so in my head, because I had been told for many people, don't let this one experience shut every man out of your life. That may be good for you. And he seemed really good for me. And so I went with open arms, fully trusting, fully vulnerable when I was still hurt. And he knew that. I actually made that very clear to him that I was hurt from my past relationship and I wasn't ready for anything more or to even talk to someone. But he was very adamant. So I was like, okay, maybe this guy's actually nice. Maybe I can trust him. And I ended up trusting him way too fast, like I do. And he ended up hurting me. He did it in a way where it sounded like it was for my benefit, but it was just because he didn't want to continue the relationship because he was too busy. Before we even talked, he said, I don't believe in right person, wrong time. I believe if they're the right person, it's always the right time. And I realized after the phone call had ended, I was like, wow, I just got let down in the most passive aggressive way just because it was like, you knew going into this that I was heartbroken, and then you used me and then played it off like it was for my benefit because you were too busy and it wouldn't be fair to me to make it official. Bull. That's all I can say. So in saying that, I can confirm that it is okay to have your guard up when first meeting a guy. It is okay to judge his character based off of his red flags because things that are red flags are not to be taken lightly. They show you right from the start who they are, and then they have no accountability for when things end on those red flags. They don't. Trust is gained. It should not be something that is given freely. Now, there's good ones out there. I won't rule off every guy, but in order to get to that guy, I have to avoid all the bad ones, is what I've learned. If a man really wants you, he is going to be out there every day making it adamant that you are in his life. And if he decides one day, oh, I don't really know, then you leave his life because it's just dragging on an outcome that will never ever be whole and healthy. So anyway, I don't know how we got so off topic. This is why I kind of thought to myself that I would never do get ready with me's because I'm just such a talker. Like, I could talk for hours and hours about nothing. Let's go do my hair because we have an hour. So the inspiration for today's hairstyle is a slick back ponytail. I don't really look amazing in slick backs, but as professional, it looks cute. So that's the vibes that we're going for today. I gave my hair a trim again, which I promised myself I'd never do at home, but like, honestly, I had the worst dead ends because of how many times I dyed my hair, and I just needed to do that. Guys, I don't know how to do this. I have gel, but it's my brother's gel, and I don't know if it works at all. Like, it could totally be expired because we never use it. My new motto in life is just fake it till I make it, and it's honestly been working kind of well for me. What is that? Oh my gosh, what is that? What are you doing, Samantha? I'm gonna do a braid at the top. Okay, guys, this is the finished product for the back. It's the best I could do. This feels too formal. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is take out this bit from each side and kind of curl that. Yeah, would that look weird? I don't know. We're gonna do that, and then we're going to take this molding cream. Oh, oh wow. Oh my gosh. Guys, what did I just do? Ew. Guys, I've never used gel or anything before, so I feel like an outsider. Okay, I don't know. Okay, guys, I feel like I'm way too formal. I don't know. So I threw on my Nikes. I feel good. I look good. I don't know, like if you were to see me step in with this in an interview, you'd be like, what is this person doing? And my tattoo's showing. So I'm like, I don't know. Hello guys, welcome to me car. Let's go. Turns out we're actually gonna be driving together. I was stressing, guys. I have never in my life actually like really hated an outfit more than now, and now I'm starting to like it because it looks really good. Like, interviews are serious. I mean, the first impression of me yesterday was awesome. Like, my outfit was awesome. I'll insert a picture. But at the end of the day, it's an interview and I want to look as good as possible, and I'm also not wearing like a full-on dress. Anyway, I'm super excited for my interview. I'm actually really nervous. So my first job, I was just hired on the spot. My second job, I went in for an interview, but it was really chill because it was like everyone gets the job. Like, it's pretty much impossible not to get a job there. If I don't get this job, I again have to go resume shopping. I mean, I can get other jobs, but I really want this one. I'm gonna be honest. It's a good area. It's a good setup. It's near the university. Like, everything is really nice about it. And the manager seems so sweet and genuine. And the fact that he asked me to come in for an interview the next day means he doesn't waste time. He wants to know if I'm a good candidate. He's interested. And he also is not wasting my time either. I have like a 2-hour drive, and so I have a lot of thinking to do. I'm gonna do a lot of praying as well. I'm probably gonna get there quite early. It's a little nerve-wracking going to the city by myself because usually every time I go to the city, it's with somebody. I never go shopping by myself. There's no reason to. I'm not like, oh, eager, let's go do this. The more I keep looking at myself, the more I look really good. You know, I like this like back. I actually like how it turned out. I'm starting to feel confident. I'm excited. And all I gotta do is just not overthink. Usually, like, what I've started to do now is just not overthink and just do it. And then usually I'm fine. It's in the Lord's hands, so it's whatever. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna enjoy my car ride, listen to some music, and then I'll update you guys. We have officially made it. I am 2 hours early. Sorry, I mean 20 minutes early. And then it's time for that. I'm really nervous, guys. But it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just nervous. Okay, I'm done the interview. So he says, I like your vibe, and you know, I want to give you a chance because I can tell you're a people person. He's like, but I want my other managers to meet you so that we can make a consecutive decision. Can you come back at 3:45? Yeah, I was like, okay. So I drove to a mall in the area, and it was like a 30-minute drive. Got some Starbucks and a cake pop. It's like macadamia nut something. It's not bad. Basically, I'm gonna sit here, kill some more time, and I'm gonna go back for the 3:45 interview. I can't say with confidence I'm gonna get the job, but I have a pretty good feeling that I will. It's a good atmosphere, but it was very much professional. Way higher than the place I worked. So I'm a little nervous, but like, a job's a job, and I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do well. So anyway, I should probably start heading out soon. Back again, baby. So in the cities, holy crap, the parking is terrible. There's so many spots that you could parallel park in, but I don't want to parallel park in the city. And there's no like parking spots, and if there is, you have to pay for them. The area where I am lucky, there's like 2-hour parking on like most streets. And I don't have parking anxiety, but when it comes to this, I do. And the place that I'm gonna be living, there's a single garage and then a driveway. And then there's visitor parking, like 4 spots for visitor parking. You can't park in that area. So I'm gonna have to park down the hill. POV, it's winter, it's -30s. You have to climb over a fence down a hill to a car that is not going to start well. It's gonna cold start every morning. I'm not complaining, I'm just thinking, I'm just like, wow. My life is gonna be super interesting this next few months. I have like 10 minutes to this interview. I mean, I really hope I get this job, but at the same time, like, I would not judge them for a second if they say that they're not gonna take me because of my lack of experience. He asked me, bro. He asked me, so tell me a bit about yourself. I froze. I wasn't expecting that question. I don't know why. So I sat there. I like arts and crafts. I kid you not. And I was like, I like volleyball. Like, honey, he meant tell you where you came from, like what made you want to move. Like, girl, I was so embarrassed. But he still was super nice. So I was like, okay, you know what? You understand. I'm a little nervous. I appreciate you. Guys, I got the job. I'm so excited, guys. You don't even know. I'm so excited. How do I get out of here? I'm not going to tell you about it until I get out of Calgary because I don't know how to get out of here by myself. The second manager, he's so sweet. He also came from a different area, so he knows how it feels to move to an area where he knows nobody. He wanted me to start Saturday, but I was like, that's a little soon for Samantha. He's like, well, I'll take you in early for orientation, but I want you to start on like the 20th. Guys, I'm so excited. I'll talk to you guys when I'm on the road. Okay, so basically, when I went in there, I seen the first initial manager and I was like, hey again, blah, blah, blah. And then the other manager, he came up to me. And then, yeah, we basically went from there. He was super friendly again, like, nice chit chat. He asked me the same question, so tell me a bit about yourself. So I like did a lot better because I prepared myself for that. So I was like, grew up in this small town in this area. And he's like, so what experience do you have? I said I had a little experience of this and this. He was like, you know, I'm a little bit whatever just because of your lack of experience. I'm like, that's totally understandable. I was like, I want to get better at serving. It was just a bunch of questions, which obviously, because it's an interview. And at the end of it, he was like, okay, so I think I want to get you started here. I am so relieved and so excited. And now I have something like look forward to. I called my parents. I let them know. Y'all, this is crazy. My life is crazy. I'm so excited. I'm most excited that you guys get to come along with me on this journey because young adulthood is wild, and I kind of find it therapeutic to be able to like have you guys here with me as I'm doing this stuff because I'm all alone, and it honestly kind of stresses me out. Like, it's a huge change from going to a small town to a city. I guess that's all that concludes for today. This is kind of more of a vlog. I'm doing a lot of firsts that I never thought I would. Let's just say that. I guess in this next few videos, you guys are gonna get a lot of updates, a lot of moving videos. I guess I'll see you guys on my next adventures. Mwah. Bye!